It's late the 17th century. I was able to get an interview with my boy Isaac Newton. He came up with some great stuff, some great theories, some great laws that we still use today. So here's my boy Isaac Newton.
What's up, bro?
How you doing? So, Isaac, I have some questions for you. How was life growing up in Lincolnshire?
I was born on June 4th, 1643 at Woolsthorpe Manor in Woolsthorpe by Culsterworth. My mother's name was Hannah Icecoff, but I never got to meet my father. He died 3 months before I was born. I had a stepfather. I didn't like him at all. His name was Barnabas Smith. I was very mad at my mother for marrying him.
Okay. So, Mr. Newton, where did you go to school?
Well, you see, I started school late in childhood. I went to school at King's School at Grantham, and I used my education there to get my education ready at Trinity College.
Good. What were some of the main things you learned about at school?
I learned a lot about astronomers before me that came up with their own theories about the universe. It's kind of how I based all my information off of. I was very impressed with the works of Galileo. I based many of my ideas off of him. I also was very good at mathematics.
Oh, I see. So what influenced you to develop the concepts of calculus?
Well, since I was very good at math, I wanted to learn more and teach people about it. I was very impressed by the many ways that math could solve real-world problems. So I wanted to give it a little try myself, spice it up a little bit.
Can you describe the main concept of calculus?
The main concept. Your gum is really bothering me, sir. You see, calculus is a very tough concept to study. It studies the rates of change of a quantity and where the rate of change is known. So it basically describes how things go into motion, how fast it happens, and where the reaction came from.
What were some main events that led you to your idea of gravity, Sir Isaac Newton?
Just to start, for some of the people that don't know, apples come from trees. So I was standing out one day, I was looking at an apple in an apple tree, when all of a sudden, it just fell right to the ground. Poof, right down, right on the ground, right there. Maybe begin to wonder, what force acted upon that apple? Why did it fall from the tree? So that's how I began my studies, and eventually came up with the theory of gravity. Gravity is the force that pulls upon objects from the core of the Earth. It keeps them attached to the ground.
Very good. Can you describe the Cannon model that you came up with?
Oh, yes, the Cannon model. Cannon model. Very nice. It just imagine that a cannon was set right on the top of the Earth, exactly parallel to the surface. Parallel. You shoot the cannon, the projectile will eventually hit the ground. That's usually what happens when you shoot something, because gravity has acted upon it. The rate at which the projectile is moving will determine how far it goes before it comes in contact with the dirt.
Very good. What came to your mind when you saw that apple fall from that tree?
Back to the big red apple.
Big red.
I ate that apple after that, you know.
Was it good?
Tasty.
That's good.
Alright, when I saw that apple fall, I was astonished. I immediately began to think, what could have happened to that apple to make it come in contact with the ground? Just like that. Boom, right on the floor. Right there. Right there. At the time I thought, well, it was just a fluke. Something happened, it fell to the ground. That's how I got my theories of gravity started.
Hey, yo, Newton!
Oh, you over there, in the pink.
What are your 3 laws?
3 laws? Laws of what?
Motion, you loser.
No comments from the peanut gallery.
What are your 3 laws of motion, sir?
Alright, so my 3 laws of motion. Can you believe these guys? Can you believe these?
I can't even believe it.
Can't believe it.
can't believe
So
it.
disrespectful.
Exactly.
Boo.
Alright, my laws are very simple, you see. My first law states that an object will remain at rest unless acted on by another force. The second law, almost got you there, says that acceleration is produced when a force acts on a mass, thus causing the object to move. And I'm pretty sure everybody's heard of my third law. For every reaction, there's an equal and an opposite reaction. So, there you go, sir, in the pink. I've never seen a guy wear pink.
Thank you.
Those are my 3 laws of motion.
Thank you.
You're still ugly.
What do you feel is your greatest accomplishment?
Ooh, my greatest accomplishment. Boy, I've had many.
Sure have.
That's tough. I'm gonna have to say that my theories about gravity is my greatest accomplishment. You know, the apple in the tree and the ground with the apple, and
Not believe that one.
I ate it.
Gotcha.
That has to be my favorite accomplishment. Not only does the theory state why stuff is attached to planet Earth, but it also states how things move, how they fall, how fast each object will fall. You know, you see here, if I take a pencil, I don't have a pencil. If I take a boulder, I don't have a boulder. Drop them from the skyscraper to the Empire State Building, they're going to hit the ground at the same time. It's just how it works.
Crazy.
So, that's what it is, folks. That's all we got for you today. And we couldn't leave you today without thanking our sponsor, the Nunn Bush Shoe Company here. Got some very nice shoes, very comfy.
Great people.
Great people. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Good interview, Mr. Newton. Good interview. So here he is. Here's my boy Isaac Newton.
Cool.